Hey there, and welcome to another Take a Walk with Ron, or as it may better be put, take a walking break with Ron, as Ron is out pretending like he's going to be a healthy guy, trying to stick around for long enough to watch his bikini krill make it to the silly postseason exhibition tournament for at least the 30th time without a Monty. This may end up being something that I do several Thursdays. We'll see. My wife has a physical therapy thing here, and it's a good opportunity for me to get out, and I get to thinking about things. Wanted to take just a couple of minutes and talk to you about today's fun, interesting, quirky player of the day. Something around the Brewster that maybe you have not looked at before. I have had my eyeballs on this character for a few weeks. I guess I kind of knew he existed before, but I really hadn't paid attention to him. I looked at him this morning for quite a while, and I thought, wow, that's really an interesting guy. And so I wanted to spend a few minutes anyway talking about him, and that player is the New Orleans Crawdads third baseman. It's the name Tom Gwinnett, if I am pronouncing that properly. Gwinnett, I think it's Gwinnett. Third baseman, like I said, really solid guy. He's a 27-year-old player, been in the league for I think 4 years now. So he made his debut at 23 or maybe late 22, I don't know. Really solid player. Guy with good solid contact. I want to say he's a line drive super gap hitter, maybe 9 or 10 gap, so lots of doubles, a little bit of pop to go with that, and a good reliable glove at third base. You plug that guy into third base and you let him run. He's been averaging 3.5 WAR a season for a little bit now that he's kind of at his peak. Really fun player to have on the team. But, based on that definition, you probably wouldn't say that's a particularly interesting guy. If you know of Tom Gwinnett, you probably know where I'm going with this, because he has a hidden value that actually probably even reduces his WAR just a little bit, just because of the way he ends up getting used. And that is, he is a two-way player, but a really bad two-way player. Meaning if he had to make, unlike, say, Jacques Nata, who could pitch or hit and still have a career, Gwinnett is pretty well locked into playing third base, except that he can pitch, and he pitches poorly but adequately, right? I mean, one of those kind of 5, 6, 7 ERA guys that you would find in AAA or AA if he wasn't able to hit. The thing that I find interesting about him, though, is the way that Jim seems to be using him. I'm going to pay more attention in the details this year, and that is he is actually pitching. He pitches about 10 to 12 innings a year. I mean, not just a single batter. I mean, he gets maybe 5, 6 games a year for 10 to 12 innings. So he's a 2-inning pitcher. His leverage index generally has been at 1 or below, and as low as 0.4 or 0.5. So he is pitching 2 innings a game in situations that are pure mop-up, obviously, which means about once every 2 months, give or take, once every month and a half, he is saving the back end of the bullpen from needing to suck up 2 innings in a game that means nothing, right? And when you dig down into that, you look and you see his pitching WAR is like minus 0.2 WAR, minus 0.1 WAR, minus 0.3 WAR. So his use as a pitcher is actually dropping his statistical value. But anyone who has been running a team for a while knows that if you can save your bullpen in a game that doesn't mean anything, that has value that is just kind of intrinsic in unassailable, unmeasurable value, right? So I thought that is a really interesting guy, and being used in a really interesting way. So kudos to Jim. I'm definitely going to be. I'm intrigued. I find that kind of thing just to be fun, and it's the kind of thing that our general managers, I think, are often doing. And so I may, if I do these little take a walk break with Ron's fairly often, and now that I'm actually able to spend some serious time looking at the file, maybe I can find more of these, and if so, I'll pass them on to you so you can enjoy the fun. I would recommend you take a look at what Jim's doing, and see if that is kind of a use that you can make of one of your players, because I know we do have some a few more, in quotes, two-way players, but not too many Jacques Watnatas. Also, I guess while I'm talking about Jacques Watnata, knock on wood, good luck to him and his recovery. I certainly hope Charlotte fans get to see him playing here pretty soon. So anyway, I think that counts for a pretty good walk break. Hope that you can have some enjoyment in looking at Tom Gwinnett, and good luck to Jim and the New Orleans Crawdads going through the rest of this off season and trying to compete in that pretty tough Atlantic division. So anyway, have a great day, and I will probably chat with you again semi soon.